Hi Professor, it's Katrina. In this opportunity, I'm going to talk about the laboratory number 7 and laboratory number 8. In the laboratory number 7, my group did about the vacuum system. These systems supply indicator to heading or the directional gyro and horizontal artificial, the attitude of the aircraft. Internal of the instruments there is a gyro, H instruments. So in the aircraft there are two systems, system left and system right. These systems are separate. Only can function one system. So in the gauge indicator, the suction pressure show that system is fusion, if the right or if the left. We connect all components of the vacuum system. There are the instruments, the gauge indicator, the manifold and check valve, the air filter, the regulator, the screw regulator, the vacuum pump. The vacuum pump is ubicated on the H engine. In this case, we don't start the engine, so we connect the lines to the vacuum pump external to function the system. We connect this pump and connect all instruments and gauge and turn up the pump and check all lines, all system, check the instrument, check the current pressure. In accordance with the server manual of the aircraft, say the pressure suction of vacuum system should be between 4.8 inch of mercury to 5.1 inch of mercury, but in this case we obtain 4 inch of mercury. It's impossible. This system is bad. We don't can have this pressure suction. We proceed check out all lines, check out all instruments, check out nipples, check out manifold, check out all components of vacuum system if there is a leakage. The problem is the leakage, and we found the leakage and fixed this trouble to have that correct suppression. The instrument to oscillate. This oscillate is the view about the excessive pressure, but this is not the case, or maybe the mechanism internal is bad. We think this is the case because the suction pressure is less. When we found the leakage, we fix it and the pressure is correctly, but the instruments continue oscillate. In this case, the instruments should be replaced to the vacuum system function correctly. But this is to the system left. To the system right, the regulator is bad, is broken. To have this system operator, we need to replace this regulator and then checking if there are leakage in this system. To the laboratory number 8, we did about the pitot system. This system provides indicator to the airspeed, rate of climb, and altimeter. The three instruments have a static port, static pressure, but only airspeed is connected to the probe pitot because this instrument need to have the pressure absolute to less the pressure static and obtain the pressure dynamic and the indicator of the airspeed of the velocity of the aircraft. But in altimeter only static port, the same for the climb of rate. Well, we connect all the components of static PTOP system, and we connect the case test to the two PTOP, and we do the test for leakage. First, we need to test leakage only in the case test. Then we connect this case test to the aircraft and do the same. But in this case, to the airspeed, the indicators don't should decrease more to knots. Well, so in this case, we connect to the case test. We alternate the indicator, the same indicator of the case states on the aircraft, and wait 1 minute. In 1 minute, don't shouldn't less 2 knots, because in this way the system is bad. But in this case, we alternate that same indicator. Don't are leakage in the PTOP system. But in the static port, there are leakage. The leakage is on the nipple of the airspeed. Well, how we know the airspeed is connected to the probe PTOP and the static port. But this nipple to the static port is failed, and we need to fix it and connect to that nipple correctly for the gauge of the lines and adjustment this line to there isn't leakage. Okay, in this case, for the altimeter, the indicator, or we have indicator and wait a minute in this time, don't exceed or don't less exceed 100 feet. If the 100 feet is exceeded, well, the system is bad. How in this case, and have to check our lines or search the trouble. In this case, we search the trouble, and I fix it, and the system it's okay. Thank you.